Hello and welcome to the Woman of Faith in Leadership podcast. We're in the middle of a series called Gaining Confidence in Your Own Abilities. And this idea for this series came from a listener. So if you have an idea or if you have a question, I'd love for you to come and share that with us in the Facebook group. Come and join us at Women of Faith in Leadership community on Facebook. You can also go to womenoffaithinleadership.com and then just navigate to the community. And so to recap the previous two episodes, we discussed spiritual growth and personal development and how this can help you gain confidence. And so in this episode, we'll discuss how professional development can help you gain confidence. Let's do it. Leading as a woman is tough, but leading as a woman of faith is next level. However, it doesn't have to be that way. God has called you into this leadership role because He says you are worthy. You are His child, and if He qualifies you, who in this world can unqualify you? You might suffer from imposter syndrome and believe you're not good enough, but God says you are good enough. Hi, I'm Rika Whelan, Christian leader and workplace culture coach, and together we're going to navigate leadership with faith as our foundation. Let's get started. Grab your coffee or water, keep that notebook and pen handy, and let's jumpstart your leadership. Now, it's no secret that when you want to learn a new skill, you're highly likely to Google how to, or you will go to free-versity, namely YouTube, where you will go and learn how to do something, especially if you just want to learn it like something quick. Today I need to figure out why is my phone not connecting to my computer when I wanted to do that. What is the first thing I do? I Googled it. Took me to a YouTube video that showed me exactly how to solve my problem. But when it comes to something a bit more serious, or something that a skill you want to gain for work, or something like gaining confidence in your own abilities, I mean, yes, you can definitely go and Google that. But highly likely that if it's a skill for work, you're going to go and do a course, a training program, or if it's something else that you want to learn, you're probably going to be willing to spend money to get that done. It's going to be because no one's going to share their ultimate amazing things for free. Yes, there are some really amazing and free stuff on the web, but mainly people charge for it. And this is the reason why some companies or careers even also require certain qualifications, because they hold merit for sure. It really is debatable whether, if you want to gain confidence in your own abilities, whether you should be Googling that or going for professional development. And it's interesting because when it comes to gaining self-confidence or gaining confidence in your own abilities, there's only so much that a book or someone else can tell you. Even you listening to me, I mean, this is a form of development. You listening to me here on this podcast, I'm giving you some tips and tricks and strategies on how you can gain confidence. But it really is going to depend on the thing that you want to gain confidence with. If you feel like you need to gain confidence in a certain skill, and we've spoken about this in the previous two episodes, is I really need you to go and delve deeper into what is it exactly that's causing you. And you can go back to the previous episode 62, where I asked some questions so that you can try and figure out why is it that you lack confidence in this certain area. And so if the area that you are lacking confidence in is something personal and it's something that you need to go and do some inner work on, then there are some steps in the previous episode that you need to go and follow. Okay, if it is a skill set that you do not have confidence in, then you can go and do professional development about it, and you can go and get the book knowledge for it. If the thing that you lack confidence in is experience, then I say embrace it. Find ways to gain experience. Seek them out. Don't wait for them to just miraculously happen. Seek them out. Ask your line manager to keep you in mind for the next project or volunteer somewhere during your time off. The only way to gain experience is to actually do the thing that will give you the experience. And so a really good example that I have for you with this is project management. So when I was leading a department, I had to run multiple projects, and I knew absolutely nothing about running a successful project and about project management for that matter. And so at that point in time, I had two options. So I could go and study project management, get the book knowledge, which would have helped a lot, especially now that I've done project management in my MBA. I see the real value in it. Or I had a second option, which was learn from others and gain the experience. And I did a bit of a Google versity as well. I definitely Googled a bit there in YouTube versity. So I basically chose the latter. I asked my line manager to include me in any future projects, or at least to keep me abreast so that I could learn from the best. And so, professional development doesn't always have to be a course or an official paid training or something that you have to prove that you got the paper for, like that certificate or certificate of attendance. Basically, it's because that's how we've made believe that it should be. And a good example of that is, as teachers, we have to do a certain amount of hours of training. And I know this is the same for medical professionals as well. You have to keep abreast of training, and therefore you need proof that you've actually done that training. And so, professional development can also happen by learning from your peers, your line managers, and other departments. So the most important thing is that you need to continue developing professionally. As soon as you become stagnant and think, I've made it, then be worried. Be very worried. Continue your learning, continue your professional development, and continue gaining confidence in your own abilities. And then I know this was a very super quick episode, but I want to end by saying you are amazing because our one true God made you. He formed you in your mother's womb. He knows you by name. He knows how many hairs there are on your head. He loves you. And so I really hope that blesses you, because there are many ways that we can start gaining confidence in our own abilities, as I've now been sharing over the last 3 episodes. But what is important is that we go back to episode number 61, where I shared about spiritual growth and the importance of how closer you grow to God, the closer you'll gain confidence in your own abilities. So these things that I'm mentioning, they're all in a symphony together. They're all in harmony together. Really, every single thing cannot work without the other. And in next week's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of community and how important it is to connect with different community support to help you to gain confidence in your own abilities. Because if other people believe in you, it also helps you to believe in yourself. So come back to this podcast next week, where I'll be talking to you about community support. And I really hope that this very short and sweet episode blessed you a lot. I talked very fast. Go back and listen to it again. Maybe play it at a little bit slower than one. But yeah, I really truly believe in you. I believe that you can gain confidence in your own abilities in all these various ways, because I've done it myself and I know it's possible. Anything's possible for God. Anything is possible because He gives us the strength and He makes it possible. All right, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be blessed. And I cannot wait to end the series with you next week. We'll be chatting about community support in episode 64. All right, see ya. Bye. Thanks so much for listening. If this podcast blessed you in some way, the number one way you can thank me is by leaving a review. Your feedback means the world to me and lights me up every single time when I read it, and it makes me want to keep going. So please leave a review, and your review will also help other Christian women in leadership find the answers they are looking for. So whether you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, scroll down to the review section and leave that review. Then head over to womenoffaithinleadership.com and join our free Facebook community, and I look forward to engaging with you there.